Few native leaders ever forced the United States to retreat, but Red Cloud did. Across the plains, smoke rose like prayers, the heart of a nation preparing for what must come.
The land remembers our footsteps, and it will remember our fight.
For the first time, the soldiers turned their backs on the plains glut and left the land to its rightful people.
Hoka! Hey! The earth is ours again!
Not with numbers, but with patience, with pride, Red Cloud broke the will of an empire.
Tonight the sky hears our drums, oh!
He fought not for glory, but for the sacred path of his ancestors, Molam, the Powder River country. Before he was a chief, he was a boy of the plains coned, molded by wind, blood, and the rhythm of the drums.
The bow must bend, but never break back, like a leader among his people.
Faster! Let the wind chase us!
Ah!
The hunt was his first war, Pelagi, a test of courage and the will to endure.
Wakantanka! Give me strength!
You face the buffalo with courage. One day, you will face men the same way.
Long ago, the sky gave warriors hearts of thunder. You must listen when it beats within you.
A leader's strength is not his arm, but the trust of his people.
Among the elders, he learned the weight of words and the silence that commands respect.
Carry this feather with honor. It remembers every breath of the plains. He belonged to the wind, the earth, and the spirit of a nation yet to rise.
By the 1850s, the white man's hunger for gold and land carved roads through the heart of Lakota country.
Keep 'em moving. Montana's gold won't wait for anyone.
They cut their trail through the heart of our hunting grounds, without a word.
To them, the earth was no longer sacred, feu, only something to be mined, measured, and sold.
You make roads into our land without asking us. The land belongs to my people.
This road serves all men, Dur. Your people will have nothing to fear if they keep the peace. They build walls on sacred ground. The spirits will not sleep.
Fort Reno rose first, Jot, a wooden tooth biting into the flesh of the plains. Then came Fort Phil Kearny, a fortress where Red Cloud's patience would be tested. He had spoken with words festy, but the drums now spoke louder. 3 forts, 3 warnings ignored. The land had been claimed, and so had its war.
If they build their roads through our bones, then our bones shall rise against them.
In 1866, the plains thundered again. The tribes had answered Red Cloud's call.
The Great Father sends soldiers to steal our land. Let them come. We will show them the way home. For the land of our fathers! For the buffalo! For the plains!
Ride with the wind and bring our sons home.
They rode not as raiders toward it, but as defenders of a world vanishing beneath the sun.
Keep your eyes sharp. They could be anywhere.
Now, let the wind strike first.
The first strike fell like thunder from the rocks, swift, precise, unseen.
Drive them into the smoke! The land fights with us!
They struck and vanished ahead, ghosts bound to the rhythm of the plains. To Washington, it was an outrage quiz. To the plains, it was balance restored.
We strike, then fade. The earth will hide us. Let them chase the wind.
From ridge to ridge, the message carried a say. The war had begun.
It wasn't savagery. It was strategy. A campaign of endurance.
Every mile of the Bozeman Trail became a warning, written in fire. The plains had spoken, and their echo was Red Cloud's war.
December 21st, 1866 tide. The snow lay deep around Fort Phil Kearny.
No Indian alive can fight 80 of us day. Mount up!
Crazy Horse rode as bait fine, to draw the soldiers where the plains could swallow them.
They're just ahead, sir. We'll catch them before the ridge.
The storm will close behind them, and none shall return.
They rode blind into the mouth of the hills, where death waited in silence.
Now, from the hills they came and say, a storm of men and spirit.
They're everywhere! We're surrounded! Hold the line!
80 fell before 1,000, swallowed by the winter plains.
When the drums stopped, even the wind refused to speak. They thought we were shadows. Now they will fear our silence.
It was the Army's worst defeat on the plains and charts, until Little Bighorn a decade later.
80 men lost. Not one survived? God help us all.
The plains had spoken again, Dick. Through snow, silence, and blood. After 2 long years of war, the land itself began to breathe again. From the east came words of peace, Fayan, but Red Cloud trusted only deeds.
No words will I hear until every fort is empty and every soldier gone from our land.
Tear it all down. By dawn, we ride east.
One by one, the forts that scarred the plains were given back to the earth. The Empire retreated, and the flames carried Red Cloud's victory to the sky.
Now the land breathes again.
The Bozeman Trail, once carved by invasion, lay silent, claimed again by wind and grass. In the spring of 1868, the nations met vet, not as conquerors and conquered.
Chief, Red Cloud, the council awaits.
The Treaty of Fort Laramie Preserve, the Black Hills and Powder River country recognized as Lakota land.
Keep your word, and the wind will carry peace between us.
For the first time, the United States had surrendered Crown, not to an army, but to a man of the plains.
Our land breathes, our hearts live shade. Red red cloud has brought back the dawn.
For a fleeting moment, peace rested on the plains. Years, fragile as twilight. Red Cloud had done what no chief before him had achieved. Forced the United States to surrender a war. For a time, peace returned favored, thin as smoke, fragile as dawn.
Then came the whisper. Gold in the Black Hills.
Gold! There's gold here, more than we can carry.
They cut the heart from the mountain and call it treasure. The white men dig our hills, grandfather. The soldiers guard them.
We bled for that land and now they steal it with shovels!
If they will not come to the truth, I will carry it to them. If they will not come to the truth, I will carry it to them.
For the first time, the warrior left the plains Forden, chasing justice through iron tracks.
In the capital of promises, the man of the plains stood alone.
Chief Red Cloud, we welcome you to Washington City.
They made us many promises, more than I can remember. But they kept only one, Dud.
The words cut deeper than arrows, and none could answer them. He left the city with more silence than when he arrived. He returned home not defeated, but disillusioned, carrying the weight of broken words.
A promise means nothing to those who have forgotten the earth.
The hills still held their gold plummeting, and their ghosts. By the turn of the century, the warrior could no longer see, but his people still saw him.
He walks between worlds now, Nantase. Still our chief.
The wind remembers more than men do.
In 1909, the heart that had outlasted nations finally rested.
He rides now with the ancestors, his path endless as the plains.
The Black Hills kept his memory, as the earth keeps the fire within.
The young still ride where their ancestors once fought. Free. The young still ride where their ancestors once fought. Free as the wind he loved. The young still ride where their ancestors once fought down. Free as the wind he loved. The young still ride where their ancestors once fought.
They took his land, but never his spirit.
His voice still echoes through the canyons. The whisper of the desert ghost.
He won battles and lost a nation, but his name still rides with the wind of the plains.
Spirit of the Plains, Filement, Episode 6, Red Cloud, the warrior who chose wisdom over vengeance.